It's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleashed and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function, like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane, and you won't be food for my luncheon. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the stress all day for learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arc that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people, grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out. Let's go and educate on the backside. Folk that I act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my fella. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. What you got in that bag? Quiet water. Just know that I'm up.
Gave me life in another form. Sexing you be like crazy, like a part of a poem. Born to lead a leader, hugging her when I greet her. How does it feel to have a man and know just how to treat you? Make you feel good, don't it? Wanna get out and float it. I know your nerves be getting bad, cause I be getting on it. That's why whatever you want, I go get it, no matter the cost. Your friends be dropping the salt, but I'm playing them off, cause they don't mean nothing. They just be running their mouth. They just mad, cause they live in the bricks and I live in the house. And we hustle hard for that, and we ain't going back. They just don't know what I went through to try to get where I'm at. You think back to that shack and that old ass lack where you used to hit the block every day trying to get off that pack. When I was poor, broke, ass out, didn't wanna go home. You was the only one that had strength to keep me strong. That's why it's you and me, you and me, you and me. Out of the game, you're out of the game. You and me, out of the game, in and out of the game. Jodeci forever, my lady. You and me and you, what the deal? Between both of us, you know we sure to make a meal. Can you feel what I'm saying? I gotta fall on my knees to pray. Things go right, I just might reminisce about the first time I seen you and the first time we kissed. Shit, we used to go half up on the sack, half up on the yak, half up at the tank, half up at the bank. We used to hit licks together, flip together. Shit, we went from chips to cheddar. Who better? Trying to be a foundation for us to build, from the bottom to the hills, from the ocean to the fields. Ain't you real? That's why I feel the way I feel. The sign sealed, delivered sincerely, we will. I can hold back love, I can go back love, I can go back love. Love, you and me, you're out of the game, you're out of the game. You and me, you're out of the game, girl. I can hold back love, I can go back love. Play the truth. Every everything that I'm trying to do, you trying to do it too. It's hard to tell you, but I cheated with some rats on the road while you was giving me everything. I was treating you cold. Man, it's been hell and hot water and back with my cat. From short stacks to fat, from pintos to lax, I'm back. And how the hell I make it this far? You may not like it then, but you love me now. No more clouds or rainy days, just sunshines in your smile. Meanwhile, we've been focusing on building a new house, on a new route for more clouds, steady repping the new south. Ain't no doubt them gold niggas hate to see what you bout, because it's you and me, you and me. In and out of the game, girl, it's just you and me and you and me. In and out of the game, girl, you and me. I can go back, love, I can go back, love. No, no.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. I am one half of your host, Damon Unleashed. I am glad we are back, man. I am glad. I am so, and we missed so much. We've missed so much going on in the last 2 weeks. Did y'all see Chris Brown was back? They were in Nashville with Usher. And we got a young lady going viral now because, man, Usher pulled chick on the stage, and she kind of, didn't want to do whatever he got her on stage to do. So he put her on. Only in Nashville, though. Only in Nashville that something like that happened. But before that, the tour before that, there was a wife that got on stage, spent $20,000, and the dude put her shit out. So we're gonna be talking about it today, man. And I didn't even know Usher was married. Did you know that? I did not know Usher was married, man. I need to check on Chris Brown. These dudes got girlfriends and stuff, and they out, man, just they out here, man, doing the most, ruining relationship, right. And these folks letting them ruin it. But hey, man, I'm glad to have y'all here, man. Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. I can't wait. We got a whole lot to get into. I am one half of your host, Damon Unleashed, here with a very good friend of mine who is like a brother, so the floor is yours.
Well, what's up, everybody? We are finally back to Nashville Caveman podcast. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my friend Jeff and let him know that him and his wife are in my prayers. I wish June a speedy recovery, my friend. I think about y'all every day. And thank you for taking time out of your day, Jeff, to watch and support the show. This Saturday, last couple of weeks ago, I made my debut. Maybe it was June 18th, maybe. I made my, July 18th. I made my debut at IWF in Sparta, Tennessee. I went one-on-one against their champion, Gravestone. So, had a great time. Thanks for all the fans that came out and supported me. I will be back this Saturday, August 1st. So I'll make my second debut, if that makes sense. August 1st at IWF in Sparta, Tennessee. So everybody in that area, please come out and show some love and support the show. And Mr. Dano, how have you been doing?
Man, well, with this computer, it's been a whirlwind, Other than that, following the whole LeBron thing, LeBron then went to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron went to Philadelphia, man, and people upset about it. I don't think it changes anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think LeBron had a right to go wherever he want to go. and he made his choice, and he has a right to that choice. With that said, I never put him up with Jordan. He's talented. His numbers are better, but Kobe, Bird, Bird, I won't say, but but Kobe, Jordan, they built franchises.
Yeah.
And who did LeBron build? He didn't build Cleveland. Cleveland already had pieces in place, and he just got there and got a championship.
Right.
They trying to short Kyrie Irving, but without Kyrie, there would have been no championship.
Mm.
So what has LeBron really built?
Well, they are. Those days is over where you have like your Magics and your Kareems and your Bill Russells, and you have the one mega star with a surrounding cast. Now, because the ball players they redone the CBA deal, right, to give the players more freedom. See, back in the day, even if you was to try to do what LeBron was doing, the owners had more freedom over where players go. Now the players have more freedom over where they're going. And so to some people it might look like, yeah, he's going to a stacked team, or he's going to go play with his friends, or he needs a mega team to win. But then some people are like, I see what he's doing, because now when my contract's up, because when you leave, you can leave as a free agent or unrestricted free agent, right? If you try to leave as a free agent, the club still has ownership to your contract, and they can say, no, you're not going to this team. We don't want to see y'all in our division. But if you were unrestricted free agent, then you can go wherever you want. I think when he left the Lakers, he was unrestricted. So it just depends on how you see it. Most fans will see it as he's stacking, he needs all this to win another championship. But the players in the Players Association is like, wow, if LeBron James can pick any team he wants when he's ready, guess what I'm going to do when it's my time?
Yep, and that's what most of them doing. The question I like to ask people is this, though. Robert Horry got 7 championships. Is that more valuable than Dirk Nowitzki's 1?
I think it's levels to it, but so if you take Charles Barkley versus Jordan, right? Because they supposed to be on the same level. Yeah, more rings would count, but nobody has ever said I forgot the name. Say Robert Horry, which he was my second favorite small forward. Scottie Pippen number 1, Robert Horry number 2. Would never put him in the category of elite, greatest of all time, or whatever, right? But he's not one of those role players. Because let's not forget, Damo, there are probably other players with just as many rings, but we just have never heard of them. See, if you're not on ESPN, CNN, Fox, and we don't hear from you, that doesn't mean you don't have championships. There are people, because there's 15 people on the team. It's number 13, 14, 15. And every 2 years they get traded and they land on the championship team. They all still get rings. Right, they all still get them. You know what I'm saying? So with Robert Horry, I think what's great about him is every team he was on, they would tell you we couldn't have won it without him. There are some people that sit on the bench for 82 games, ride the bench to the playoffs, and they still get a ring, right? But they would tell you without Big Shot Bob, because that's what they call him, they would have never won those championships. And that's what I love about Robert Horry. So to answer your question, if it's just a Robert Horry to another person of his standard, then maybe the rings don't count as much. But when you start talking about at least the Bill Russells and all these people, then yeah, to separate themselves, they're saying, hey, I have more rings than you do.
Yeah. And that's gonna be the debate. That's gonna be the argument when LeBron done. You know, some people gonna say, hey, what he did was okay. Others gonna feel different. So I don't think it changes anything. Even if he won 2 more, I still wouldn't put him ahead of Jordan. That's me personally, you know.
Well, see, one thing about me, Damo, is everybody wants to talk about Michael Jordan from 1990 till he retired.
Oh, he sucked before. He sucked before he won those.
When I talk about Michael Jordan, for me, I talk about him when he first got started and before he won his first championship. Because in between those years, Larry Bird said that Michael Jordan was Jesus in a basketball outfit, was Jesus in a suit. That man, to me, played better before he won the championships than when he did. Because I always go back on YouTube and watch when he come in the league, 84. I always watch like 85, 86. He putting up 60 points in the guard and doing all. So that's always my argument when they say, where's Michael Jordan number one on your list? I don't even bring up the rings. I'm just telling y'all, especially y'all young people who weren't born yet, just go back on YouTube and watch some of those highlights of Jordan between 84 and 90. And then you tell me on your list who's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't put him, I agree. I think there's some arguments to be made against Michael Jordan, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
because if you ask me, Damo, it's only one person in the world I always thought that could beat Michael Jordan, that was Scottie Pippen. If they played a one-on-one, I always thought Scottie Pippen was a little bit better than Jordan.
I think
even John Sally
get the credit he deserves.
Yeah, even John Sally said to beat the Bulls, slow down Scottie Pippen, and you would beat him.
Right, and he was right. If people remember when Jordan left, man, Scottie Pippen got them almost to the finals. They were one game away.
Conference championship.
Yeah, they were right there knocking at the door. Jordan never carried.
So let me ask you this question, Damo. If they beat the Knicks, do you would have went in and beat that Houston Rocket team?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Think so? Because see, for me, my greatest center of all time is Hakeem Olajuwon. If I had to build a team, he would be my first, not Jordan. Hakeem Olajuwon would be my first round pick. He'd be my number one overall pick.
Wasn't so do you think Patrick Ewing that beat him? Who was it that beat him? Was it the Knicks or Orlando?
No, they beat both. Houston beat Orlando first, and then the Knicks the next year.
Who beat Chicago?
Oh, you talking about it was the Knicks? With the one that Scottie Pippen almost got him to, it was the Knicks. And then the Knicks went to the finals to play the Houston Rockets.
Yo, we got a lot to cover today. The story 2 weeks ago from the dude that cut his penis off and then set it on fire. Does femininity need to be taught? And so much more, man. A woman go nuts in Walmart because her car was declined. We're gonna go ahead and get into some of this because we got a lot to cover, man, and so much more that that's not even listed on here. So without further ado, let's hear about this dude that, me and Sky, we keep talking about this. Mental illness is a real thing. It's a real thing.
An Indiana man who police say cut off his own genitals and used them to set his mother's garage on fire is now facing a felony arson charge. 36-year-old Christopher Peden of Fort Wayne could spend up to 12 years in prison. Investigators say the fire broke out around 2 a.m. on May 6th at a detached garage where Peden's mother and brother lived. A neighbor spotted the flames and pounded on the door to wake the family. Peden's car was still there, but Peden was gone. At the same time, officers responded to a reported stabbing nearby. The victim turned out to be Peden himself. He first claimed a stranger had stabbed him downtown, then admitted at the hospital that he had lied. According to court documents, Peden said he used a kitchen knife to remove his penis, poured gasoline on it, and set it on fire just inside the garage door before walking away. Firefighters recovered a gas can, 4 lighters, and a knife. The blaze damaged 2 other properties and 2 vehicles. Peden is out on bond and due back in court on July 13th.
Man, hell no. He cutting up. That's what we doing nowadays? I couldn't even fathom something like that.
Mental health is real, right?
Man, the brain is, because I couldn't even see myself doing that.
Right. How did he even get a bond? First of all, he would have mental issues for cutting off his own penis. And then 2, he's an arsonist. How do you get a bond? They shouldn't have never let that man out. That's crazy.
That just let you know that the justice system is jacked up.
Jesus Christ.
It's jacked up, man. They don't care about people.
Yeah, I don't with this story, Damo. It's I guess it's possible. Okay, so a lot of men, y'all do know that you don't need your reproductive system to survive, right? Like when your heart is pumping blood and you're in panic mode, it wants to protect, your liver, your kidneys, your skin, all your major organs. So you really don't need your penis or your testicles to survive. That's not major. It's there to reproduce when not survive. So I guess I can understand if he was in a flaccid mode. Hopefully he wasn't erect, and he took a knife and cut it off because you could bleed, patch it up, and you'd be all right. What gets me is the arson part. Why did you set it on fire? That's the part that gets me. That's why he shouldn't have had a bond. And I don't think it got me that he cut his penis off. It got me because once you cut it off, instead of just throwing it away, you set it on fire, and then you cause destruction to not only your property but other people's property. So make that make sense.
I mean, man, I wonder what kind of mental distress he had to be under for something like that to even take place.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine. I can't imagine any stress in the world that will make me do something like that.
Mm.
I couldn't, man. I can't think of anything. I mean, the worst of worst things that could happen. I can't think of anything that will make me give myself a vasectomy. Hey, man, he all the way trans now. He might as well go get a boob job and just, turn to a woman because you can cut it off.
Right.
Hey, so I just wonder, is it me that just cut the penis off? Is the ball still sitting there? So he just gonna be walking around with balls? Man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. But it's the least of a worst case scenario, right? Because he was under so much distress that he cut his own penis off. He could have kidnapped somebody and cut their penis off, right? He could have went and robbed the bank. He could have ran and knocked the old lady down. Like it's so much more damage he could have done, right? So that's why I said for me, at least he did it to himself and didn't harm nobody else. The part where he set it on fire is when he harmed other people. Because I don't know if it's a crime to cut your own penis off, but it is a crime to start an unnecessary fire.
And he going to jail for that. What you in for? I burnt my dick. That's a story you can tell somebody. Why am I in here? Because I set my dick on fire. Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, y'all, see, and if he would have talked to somebody, had a phone call, an online therapist, somebody who cared, this could have been caught early. But men, especially, I'll just use me as an example because I have huge shoulders and a huge back. They expect me to carry the world every day and just tough it up and move. Some people can, some people can't. And he got to the point where that last straw hit his back, and he just, it was over.
Man.
So lesson learned.
Whatever drugs he had, I don't want it.
If you're going through something, men, don't be so prideful where you can't talk to somebody. Because see, Damo, if he would have got away with that, what's stopping him from going to his next door neighbor's house and cutting that man's penis off and setting that house on fire? Because he only has one penis. So if he's in the market of cutting penises off, he got to go find them, right? And then you would have a serial penis killer, if that makes sense, loose in the neighborhood.
Man. Man. And I'm seeing it all. People cutting off penises, self-driving cars. Hell, it won't be long before we see people walking leashes with no animal on it. I mean, man, keep living, out here, man.
Keep living. It might happen.
Man, this next one, let's keep it moving, y'all, because we got a whole lot to cover today. I found this kind of interesting, man. Does femininity need to be taught? And so we can go ahead and listen to their debate we could go ahead and chime in on this. But while we on this story, I'm gonna get me some ice packs because that hurt me even talking about it.
Why do you have to teach femininity?
Because women have lost it today.
How did they lose it?
Because they're trying to compete with men as men, and we've lost our
So
femininity.
you think femininity is just talking like this?
Absolutely not. That's not me at all.
No. When you say that women have been fierce, you're African.
I am.
Do you know they're fierce African warrior women?
Absolutely, but they're still feminine.
How are they feminine when they were slicing people's heads off, ripping them apart?
You know what?
You're saying you teach femininity.
I
I'm going
do.
to gamble and say that you teach them not to do those things.
Well, people do what they have to do in the time that they live to survive. There was a time when we had to grow our own crops and slaughter our animals. We don't do that
So
anymore.
they don't have to survive today.
I didn't say that. I said that.
You said women lost it today.
I said women lost their femininity. Please don't speak for me.
Well, no, you said women lost their femininity today, and I said you're from Africa.
I
women
am.
were warriors.
Women
you said
were-
they had to do it back then.
Not
but
only-
today you said they don't have to do it now. They don't have to survive. Women.
What I said is we all did what we had to survive in the time
And
that
they
we
don't
were
do that
living.
today?
If I may
Women don't-
finish.
No, you can finish. I'm asking you, do they do it today?
Yes,
So you teach femininity.
I
You
do.
teach women that they should be sweet and kind or be warriors?
I teach women that they shouldn't be men.
Wait a minute. Do you teach them to be sweet and kind or do you teach them to be warriors?
If you want to
if
be,
a woman fights a man,
I wasn't
no,
finished.
I'm going to ask you. I gotta
Okay.
get, because
You've
I
asked me
can't
multiple-
let this niceness throw me off.
Yeah,
When a
I'm
woman
struggling
when a
that
woman
you're
is
bothered by
fighting,
it.
because you said you teach femininity.
I
when
do.
a woman is fighting,
Women
do you say
shouldn't
that's
fight.
manly or do
It
you say
is.
feminine?
It's
So,
very masculine.
If it's manly,
It
they
is.
are warriors
Yes.
today, and they don't have to survive today, but in the past when they were warriors, it's okay.
Okay, if I may answer you.
Sure.
Again, we all do what we have to do to survive. There was a time when we had to grow our own crops and slaughter our own animals. I don't know if you're a mother. I'll speak for myself.
I'm
I have
talking
two
about
boys.
warriors, not farmers, not husbandry.
If
I'm
I
talking
may-
about warriors.
If I may answer.
Sure, answer, please. I'm waiting.
I consider myself a very kind and nonviolent person. However, cross me about my boys, it'll be a very different story.
What
So
will
if
you
you're
do?
in
What will you do? Will you
whatever
still be
I have
feminine?
to, not in that
So
moment.
it's masculine to fight.
Absolutely.
Oh, so women can't fight.
I
or they're
never
manly.
said that. I never said that.
You did.
There
you said
were
it's
women.
masculine to fight.
It is masculine to
So
fight.
women can't fight or they're manly.
You can be a woman and have masculine moments. I'll give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a boy mom. There are times when I have to say, "Hey, get over
so
here."
you're manly.
In that moment, yes. But
So
when
why
I'm
are you
with,
teaching femininity if you're manly?
because my man
so
will
you
not.
can be manly when you need to, but
And
the
so
women who
can
are
you.
manly,
And
they can't.
no, absolutely. What I'm saying is the women who come to me want to be in a relationship with a masculine man. A masculine man requires a feminine woman, full stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So if you want to be with a masculine man, oftentimes women today do not realize how masculine they have become. I'll give you another real world example. I'm a former executive. When you have to lead people and manage budgets and do all these things with millions, you take on that masculine energy and you don't know sometimes how to turn it off and be nice and sweet when you're in a nurturing mode, when you're with your husband.
Who's the
when-
governor of that? Who decides? You? Because you're a femininity coach. So you decide that when women are ready to be manly, they can be manly. You're calling it man. You call it manly to be assertive. You call it manly.
It
to-
is.
Oh, see. So you can decide because you're
For me.
But you're. There are so many women. There's
And not
billions
every
of people.
and not
You-
everybody is my
so
student.
how do you get to be an authority on who's feminine and who's not?
I'm not the authority
you
for
just said you're a
everyone.
femininity coach.
I am. When women come
you're
to
not
me
an authority. So I
because
shouldn't
they
listen to you.
no, you shouldn't
Okay,
because they
no one
want
should-
what I
no one should
have.
listen to you.
No,
Thank you. She said it.
No,
one should. So
I
you're
said
not, so you don't know
you-
anything about femininity because femininity isn't being nice and sweet. And guess what? Femininity is about fighting because
I disagree.
Because guess what? Females, lions, fight to the death while the male sits back. Women and mothers, like you said, fight for their children. You said it's manly to fight.
All right, Sky. So there we go. That was kind of interesting.
This is kind of why I don't watch debates or why I don't do debate shows, because everybody is just arguing the loophole. The woman on the right, I understand completely what she's saying, right? There will be times in your life where you have to do things outside of your character. The woman on the left was just trying to, every time she had a point, you're just trying to find a loophole and argue the loophole, right? So I could say something on this show that's 99% correct, but I'll have people watching this show that want to argue with me about the 1%, because nothing in the world is 100%. You will always have outliers. You will always have the anomalies. You'll always have that. You know what I'm saying? But to get into the actual narrative, it's up to a man's choice. Does a man want a strong, dependent woman who is almost there with him with the masculinity, or does he want a full 100 blown femininity woman? That's why I didn't understand what the debate is about. She can be a coach, and if women want to come to her and say, "Hey, I feel like a linebacker. I need to calm down. Can you help me?" that's fine. And if there's women that's like, hey, I don't like what you're teaching, then don't go to it. So that was 2 or 3 minutes of grown people arguing about what, in my opinion, Damo?
Well, the girl on the right, I agree with you. Here's a couple notes that I've taken, right? First and foremost, the girl on the left wasn't even listening.
Right.
She wasn't listening. And I can tell you why she was, because every time the girl was speaking, she started speaking. So she didn't even give her the room to get her point out, which lets me know right away that she was not listening to anything really that woman was trying to say. She was hearing her, but she wasn't listening.
Right.
Second of all, I don't even think, did she even notice on the left that she was giving out male energy? She was masculine right there. What can you teach me? Obviously not. Because, ma'am, you are very masculine. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
if we were all to take a poll to which one had a man, who would you guess would have the man, and which one would you guess would be single?
Outside of
And
her
that
saying she had a husband, yeah, I would say that, yes.
That would tell you everything you need to know. Everybody most men on the left would be like, hell no, I ain't dealing with no woman like this.
Right.
I
Well, they
mean,
wouldn't marry anyway, yeah.
what role would I have dealing with a woman like this?
Right. But you know, the thing that gets me on both sides is both women walk 2 different walks of life, right? The way the woman on the right grew up and maybe what she saw in her household has made her that way. And the woman on the left could have came out of a household where women were being abused, cheated, lied, beaten. You know what I'm saying? Where she probably grew up with older brothers to where if she didn't fight, she couldn't survive in the household. So sometimes it's just built-in genetics and character. And that's what I need to know. Is this just you trying to put yourself in a man's place? Or is this you coming out of your way of life and this is just your self-defense? Because if that's your self-defense, then I know certain things I don't need to do or it'll bring it out of you, right? I don't want to turn you from Adora to She-Ra if I don't have to. But if you just She-Ra just because you just want to be She-Ra, then no, it ain't nothing shaking.
You know what, man, Sky? That just let me know that there are a lot of mothers that are selfish. They real selfish, right? And people don't think. They don't think ahead. Because it's like, man, you're not supposed to be on the front line. You're not. That's men. That's what men are supposed to be on the front line. Because if you're doing the fighting, then who's protecting the children? You are supposed to be the last line of defense. So if you're the one that's, engaged in whoever you engage with, then who's watching over the kids? And that's why so many kids get molested and go through the other stuff that they go through. Because mama on the forefront. Mama doing what daddy's supposed to be doing. So there's nobody to protect the kids.
Right.
And people be mad at the perpetrator that harmed the kids, and they don't look at the mom and be like, well, why didn't you do a better job selecting the dude that you was going to have a kid with? I mean, because it's deep. It's real deep, Sky. In America, the women over here are lucky because they got child support, social service programs. They come after the men. In other countries, there is none of that. They don't have that in other countries.
Yeah.
Go talk to men and talk to women in other countries. Man, them women shit out of luck when they get pregnant. And guess what? They still get pregnant by the wrong dudes. In a country where they live. That's why when somebody was like, well, you know what? If you take food stamps away, no, it wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't make a difference. When I found out other countries, there is no child support, no such thing as welfare. You better figure out a way to take care of this kid. If they took welfare away, it wouldn't change nobody. People are who they are.
Right.
You know,
Hey, you
and
know how they
that
talk
woman on
about
the left is the dangerous kind of them. The women you don't want raising children. The one that's on the left, their kids turn out to be the worst.
I was
To
about to
be
say
the
something.
absolute worst.
I was just about to say something about that, Damo. These other countries where you're saying that they don't have the social programs, right? A lot of those kids turn out to be Pablo Escobar. Because again, the mama was single or the daddy died or left. She's trying to raise them. And so all he's seeing is violence, corruption, hard times. And then somebody comes and say, hey, you want to make a little money? Transport this to that. And then they turn up to be Pablo Escobar. So when people say in this country, a broken home leads to like criminal children, that's nothing compared to these other countries. Man, go to Cuba. Go to Colombia, go to Peru, go to these countries where, like he said, man, these guys are impregnating these women and bailing. This woman's trying to raise 4 kids, and then the oldest child get tired of the struggle. So now at 14, he's picking up guns, he robbing folks, he's selling weed, he doing everything he got to do. So yeah, you're right, Damo. Sometimes it's just. Sometimes you just have to take a break. Now, I ain't talking about women that got raped. That's a whole different subject because a lot of them do get molested and raped and trafficked. We just talking about just the average person saying, hey, I see my circumstances. Let me think twice before I move forward with what's about to happen.
You're right. You're right. And I think, man, that new parents, there should automatically be a social service person going to the door, checking, and doing an interview. I think it's important not only to get a sense of the environment that the kid live in, but then get a sense of the people who are going to be raising the kids. I think they should sit down and have a conversation to make sure that the parents are of sound mind.
Well, see, I think back in the day, it kind of did that. Don't quote me on it. And they would come to these young mothers, sort of like a marriage counselor, but for like young mothers, whether they was in relationships or not. I remember growing up, and in the 90s, they had all these teen centers to where if you're pregnant and a teen and you can't, I don't even know where those went to, right? So I'm just trying to figure out, like, when we had things like that, did that promote more young and teen and out of marriage pregnancies, or today without having them is promoting more teen young adults and out of marriage babies? I'm just trying to figure out which is which, because if you have the support, then you're like, oh, I can just go out, have sex, get pregnant, and I have the support system of whatever this social program is, right? But today, without the social program, you're still doing the same thing. So I don't know if the social program was a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it was a bad thing here. And to me, it was a bad thing here because it took men out of the household. You know what I'm saying? The government was paying rent. The government was buying food. The government was paying for child care. So the woman then was like, I just need the man's seed. I don't need the man. I just need a seed.
Okay.
You know, and that's the belief to where the world is so modernized that a lot of women think that they don't need men anymore.
Right. Well, how
This
do you
next
feel about
video, y'all gonna hear women saying it.
Yeah. How do you feel about this? If you take daddy government out, right? No programs, no nothing, no Planned Parenthood, no nothing. Does things change?
Oh, of course, but not overnight. I mean, it would take a while for, you know what I'm saying? You will have a lot of crime and stuff. You know, women that still don't get it and going out now and well, I gotta feed my kids, so now she's stealing and you know and turning tricks and everything else. But I think women would be a little bit more cautious. But they wouldn't change. They wouldn't change, no. No.
Man, that's crazy. So
because
by 2030, if you tell these women, hey, if you have sex with the wrong guy, or if you have sex and get pregnant for marriage, you are shit out of luck. What is the percentage of them to be like, you know what, I'm changing, I'm not doing this, I'm waiting till I get married? Is it 60-40? You think 60
Hell
of
no.
them?
No.
You know, because if that's the case, then it's going to always be a mental thing, no matter what you do, government or no government.
That's what I'm saying.
Me too. If they don't change their ways, it has nothing to do with. It's just them. It's just the way they see the world.
And I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. And I think at the end of the day, you are who you are.
Yeah, you are who you are.
Yeah. You are who you are. It may, people will be a little bit more cautious, but not really. I was watching this show and I was intrigued by it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was showing me that if a dude is tall enough and he handsome enough, right? He can manipulate a woman. If he her type, he can manipulate her.
Oh, okay. So he's Roman Reigns, right? He can have 90% of the women. Gotcha.
But you got to be attracted to him. Because like that girl that got on the stage with Usher, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew she was from Nashville because a Memphis chick, and yeah, it don't matter. Shabba Ranks could have been up there. She would have went.
Not Shabba Ranks. Woo,
Shabba Ranks could have went up there and Seal, and she from Memphis, but Nashville, we got a little bit of taste. So that young lady that went up there, even though he was Usher, she wasn't, man, she ain't bold. You know what I'm saying? But most women ain't like that. If they get a dude they consider attractive and got money, man, them legs going up both ways. Easy. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me how I'm wrong in the chat.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. 1090. There you go.
Yeah. You're
absolutely right.
We don't know what to do, right? So then you have to turn humans into robots, right? And as soon as they come on this earth, you have to go in there and take out whatever that chemical imbalance is that's going to cause them to grow up at 18 and have 4 kids by 21. Because that's the only way you would stop it. You would have to get it as soon as it's developed to say, okay, this is the part of the brain that tells men and women to go out here and have unprotected sex and bring in kids that they can't afford.
Man, it's so ratchet out here. These folks out here having sex with people who they know are HIV positive and got STD.
Did you see that? Did we do that demo? The HIV parties, or did I watch it by myself? Oh, we did
that.
that. Okay,
We did the show on that.
Yeah.
Where the chick was like, she would disclose to the men that just letting you know I'm HIV positive, and the men sleep with her anyway.
To get disability. God damn. And let's say that's true, Damo. Let's say I sleep with a woman that has HIV and I get HIV and some way it's gonna turn into blown AIDS. And let's say I can at least get $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month. How is that going to help me at night when I'm in pain, when I'm sick, when I'm throwing up, when I can't pee right, when it takes my vision? How much money do you need to lay next to you while you die? I guess that's my question. You got $1 million in a suitcase laying next to you. What good is it? It ain't gonna take you to the hospital. It ain't gonna call 911. It ain't gonna give you no shots, no injections. So what good is it to have guaranteed money if you're slowly dying away?
Right. And that's the question.
But again, Damo, it goes back up here, right? So imagine catching these fools at birth and finding out that, okay, is something wrong with them up here. If we can get to them up here, or maybe while the baby's in the womb, genetically change what's up here, then we wouldn't have to worry about people doing stuff like having HIV parties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's out to me, this is my opinion. It's mostly mental.
Yeah. You're right. And I don't know, man. I think it's I agree with this. I do think, man, there's a war on femininity, and I think the music is the first thing that need to, that music, our culture. Like, there's nothing. NDRE, did you see NDRE came out and spoke about what is her name? Young Miami's spin that. Talk about how detrimental and destructive it is. She right. A lot of that is music. To me, none of these social programs matter. They got to change the music.
Yeah. That's true too. And I love NDRE. She's up there with me, like with Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. But again, NDRE, it goes back to, let's say you take away all the Young Miamis and all the hood booger music. These people are seeing it in real time in their neighborhoods. Young Miami is just rapping about what she grew up. But is she from Miami? That's why she calls herself Young Miami? Is she from Miami?
I don't know where she's from.
Okay.
But
Let's just say she's from Miami. Even if you took the music away from her, once she's able to walk and she goes outside her front door, this is what she's seeing in the neighborhood. You know why Pimp C and Bun B, UGK rapped about pimps from Houston or Port Arthur, Texas? Because that's all they saw. So even before they came out with music, or let's just say rap music didn't even exist, this is all these people know. So yes, I agree. The music does play a part. But some of this music is coming from these people's growing up neighborhood and lifestyle.
you know the problem I have with that? And this is, I grew up especially in Akron, in some of the worst projects, right? Seeing, somebody lose their life when I was in my early teens, seen a whole lot. And with that said, I think we use that too much as a crutch. You know that? Because, man, even though I've seen a lot of bad stuff, I've seen a lot of good stuff too.
Yep.
And the problem with our music is we don't keep a balance with that. Right? Like, do people really think that listening to all the DMX music and all of Tupac's music, that was their daily lives?
It's just art.
Yeah, it was art. And we confuse the art with reality.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's just art. And in movies, man, Al Pacino don't have to live that in real life.
Ain't that the truth? Jesus Christ. He was
Jason
shit.
Statham.
How many life sentences would he have? You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you know they got people that actually challenge you? They have people that challenge them and think that they're that real badass in real life. Like John Wick is John Wick. Like, really, man? Really?
Right.
Like, this is art. But our art is the only one where it has to be real. You have to live the art. How stupid is that? Art, and if you think about it, Sky, think about this. You could be a country music singer up until you 80. You can be an R&B singer until you 80.
True.
Right?
Right.
You can be, let's think of some of this, you could do heavy metal up in your 60s and 70s. Right?
Right.
It's AC/DC and all them still on tour.
Yeah, preach.
Right?
Right.
Guns N' Roses, all them on tour.
Man, come on.
As soon as you turn 40, you too old to be rapping and you too old to, you shouldn't be doing it while you doing this. And I'm like, our culture is jacked up. We have a warped concept of reality.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
a lot of these
kids did come out of good neighborhoods.
Huh?
I mean, some of these kids did come out of good neighborhoods and did do good music. Like, do you remember a group called The Far Side back in the day?
Oh, I love The Far Side.
Me too. And their number one song was just talking about how he had a crush on his teacher in, I guess, middle school. You know what I'm saying? Music like LL Cool J, Common. Common. Will Smith said he don't cuss in his music. So we do have examples of people that probably came out of bad neighborhoods who saw good things and want to promote good music. So I mean, again, it's just each his own. I sound like a broken record. It's like a mental thing. What
you can tell? Let me tell you, Sky. I ain't mean to cut you off. Let me tell you.
No, go ahead.
I've learned when an artist is real.
Mm-hmm.
You know when I know an artist is real?
When is that?
Because he's talking about all aspects of life.
Mm-hmm.
Andre 3000 and them talked about all aspects of life. It ain't just gangster stuff. You know, it ain't just, man, every day you waking up gang banging on, on catalogs. You gang banging on cereal every day. To get back to pull this all full circle, I think the one on the right was right. Man, there's an issue with feminine and masculinity. It's a big issue. It's a clash. People out of sorts and out of place. And it speaks on, look how these relationships. Are the majority of them successful? No. Are the majority of them leading to marriage? No. So that tells you everything you need to know. We all out of sorts.
Yeah. Have you seen what the new subjects are today? Like successful men, older men, entrepreneurs. The one thing they say kills your wealth is marriage. This is what they're preaching in 2026. So if you're preaching to guys that wants to be successful, why would they marry? Even if they're good men. Now good men are thinking, you're right, why would I marry? They're saying marriage is old and outdated. It's antiquated. It's just no longer good for 2026.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's the average dude, and they're right? Because if it don't work out, what they're saying, and a lot of this don't go in the ears and in the minds of a lot of women is, say it don't work out. Now all of a sudden, instead of seeing my kids daily, I'm getting visitation. We ain't even talk about them. Man, a lot of people like to bring up, but a lot of these men ain't got money, and I don't know why they concerned about what they gonna lose, children.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're the only one that love them kids? Children. You see what I'm saying? That alone is a gamble. And so when you got money, if you rich, what would you get out of it? You have to get, I tell you what, I'm glad we got there, Sky, because we arrived, right? We arrived at a place. Because this kind of ties into the first one with the whole Chris Brown thing. Man, I'm about to give y'all some game. And then I'm going to get back to the next thing where this woman was talking about women don't need men. Y'all be getting prenups. No, do not get a prenup. I'm going to tell you what you do need to do. If you rich and you going to get married, make sure she get your name tattooed on her ring finger, and make sure she get a tattoo right above that puss, right above the stomach line. You know what I'm saying? Property of, or it can say Sky Blacks, or Damo Unleashed, right above, to let the other dudes know. Because if you're gonna get divorced, it's gonna be a painful divorce. Trying to remove them tattoos. Good luck trying to find a man with another man tattooed on your body. Good luck.
Good luck. But you know what, Damo? Here's the issue that we're having. This is why society is breaking up. So as a man, whether you rich or poor, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? You date a woman, you get her pregnant, and she become your baby mama, you screwed. You marry a woman and she divorce you, you screwed, right? But remember that video we showed about those robots that could have babies? So imagine men that want real live babies without the actual mothers. So now they get the best of both worlds. They get their kids to themselves. They don't have to worry about baby moms and child support and divorce and alimony. That's what's driving the AI. When people say, well, AI is killing us, you humans are driving the AI. This is why people are creating this stuff. To not have to worry about marriage or baby mamas or being in relationships or just whatever is going on. Because that robot is not going to cheat or lie because you're going to program it. It's not going to have STDs. It's going to make sure the baby is born right because it has the little globe where you can see inside. Some of these women you get pregnant, they still drinking, they still smoking, they ain't taking care of their body, so then you're destroying the child. You know what I'm saying? So this is why these things are being created. And by 2050, when you see a bunch of men walking down the streets with robot women, you're going to think something's wrong with them. No, something's wrong with society today, which led to 2050. Congratulations,
that is so
34
funny.
years. He said, I'm poor. Oh, wait, I'm rich, but we live in Illinois. That's keeping me poor.
Oh, yeah. Well, you said Illinois, so you had to say to me. Hell, I already know. Man, I hope it ain't Chicago. I hope your mayor ain't Brandon Johnson. Woo. That's terrifying. But yeah, you right, Scott. You know, to me, I just think men need to move different. I think men they need to move different. Just like that dude with the R. Kelly thing. Like, he threw his woman's stuff out the window. Why you gonna do that? Dummy, you party. I'm not throwing shit out the window. You know what I would have did? I wish I would have known that young man. Because you know what I would have did? She would have came back from that concert and I would have had 3 or 4 hussies laid out on the couch with me. Like I'm sad. I believe in putting the shoe on the other foot. I believe that a lot of people don't know what you're going through until you put them in your shoes. You see what I'm saying? So, man, you know, I move different. Like, y'all ask for prenups, don't get a prenup. Go take the woman to a tattoo shop and get your name tattooed right above her bikini line. Yeah, you're gonna sign right here. You're gonna earn this money. I'm not gonna imagine going to buy a woman a 10K diamond ring. And then she divorced you on top of it. So now she got the diamond ring, she got half your assets, and the new man land with her. Look, we gonna do all that. I need you to tattoo my name above your on your bikini line, and I need that initial on your ring finger. So whatever man you leave me for is reminded of whose it is.
Like Ray J said in the song, I had it first.
Yeah, I was daddy first. Matter of fact, you know what, Sky? See, you working in my. Matter of fact, I would get my name and was like, I would get my name, I would have to get my name, and under it, daddy was it. I was daddy first. That's what I would put. I was daddy first.
My name and Big Daddy Yum Yum up under it.
Huh?
Absolutely. I said my name and Big Daddy Yum Yum up under it.
There we go.
Gotcha.
All
Yeah.
right, my name and I was here.
Yeah, I was. Oh man, back in the day when we had those wood desks and we would carve. I was here 95, 96. Hell yeah.
That's what I would do. Hell yeah.
That's probably why they don't have wood desks
that's
no
what I'm
more.
doing. We ain't doing no prenup. Nah, I got your prenup right here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hey, you gonna get half. Good luck finding another man. You gonna have to remove that first, and it's gonna be painful.
So you gonna use her inner thigh like a tree? You gonna use her inner thigh like a tree? You know how you cut your name in the tree and draw the little heart around it? RJ loves LJ.
There we go.
Man,
there we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, if you got a woman that loves tattoos, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't suggest you get with a woman like that. Because all she gonna do is create a tattoo over that tattoo. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tell you. So you get a woman that don't really like tattoos. Well, most of them rich women, they ain't really into that like that anyway.
Right.
You get one that hate pain. and make her get that tattoo. Yeah, I'll marry you. Hell yeah. But man, let me get back. So let me get to this next video, Sky. Where this woman is talking about that men, we don't need men. Men ain't needed. We won't get to that because she was adamant.
I'm gonna say what the I want to say. If you don't like it, get the around me. If a female think they need a man, you're miserable. Cause you don't need you need yourself.
Okay.
You don't think that? Do you think your mother need a man?
I do.
For what?
For everything. I mean, it makes it easier. Life.
You think females need men?
Yes.
I could use my rose and get my nut off. I never needed a man.
But everything is not about sex, though.
Everything not money-wise. I'm a whole pharmacy technician. I get money. Man's money. I have a salary out here. I don't need no man. Men don't do but you over. Take your life. Beat out. Kill you maybe. Come on now. Real men. Let me find a real man in the city.
So do you ever plan to get married to a man? Or like, are you with a man?
Yes,
Or
I want to get married. I do want to get married.
so you would say the same thing to your husband?
I'm blunt. I'm very honest.
Again, that's in my opinion, that's her coming out of a situation where she didn't see a man and a woman the way the guy saw it. He said, yes, my mama needs a man. And he's talking about stuff like taking out the trash, cutting grass, power washing.
He didn't ask her the right questions.
Yeah, he's talking about doing the gutters. I mean, you know, and if there's women that cut grass and do gutters, I'm not knocking it. We're just talking about conservatism. Let's just talk about conservatism, right? Men take care of the outside, women take care of the inside, right? He probably came out of a household like Jeff and June. His mom and daddy probably married for 34 years. He's seen how they act when they were mad at each other, when they loved each other on anniversaries, what women were supposed to do, what men supposed to do. She might have came out of a situation where she didn't see that. She saw a bunch of single women out here. What she say? Beat on you, kill you, use you, abuse you. She either saw it in the household or in the streets that she grew up on, and that's what's getting her. I don't need a man. I don't need his money. I got a rose. That's coming from a lot of childhood anger because she never saw what that young man who was interviewing saw. Yes, Faith, she's really angry.
He didn't ask her the right questions. Because you know the question I would have asked her?
What's that?
Well, when somebody go to your house and they doo-doo and they don't go down the toilet and they clog up the toilet, and you gotta call a plumber. Do you think a man coming out or do you think it's gonna be a woman coming out?
Most likely a man.
When your engine, that you got every check light signal on your dashboard and your engine blow out, and you gotta take your stuff to the shop.
Right.
Do you think it's more likely that a woman gonna work on that car or a man?
A man.
When your house need remodeling and you need roofing and it's 95 degrees, kind of like today, where like it's 110 degrees out, do you think there's many women working on the roof of homes today?
Not many.
No, not even 1%. So I think I think this is why, going back to the previous video, you know, there's femininity need to be taught. Well, yes, because then you won't have an appreciation for what it is that men do daily. I'm talking about the hard jobs.
Right.
Who do you think is that, you know, man siphoning this gas out of the earth? Women or men?
Most likely men.
Who do you think is in the coal mines? Women or men?
Probably majority men.
If you call the police for help, would you prefer a woman show up or a man?
It'd probably be most likely be a man, but nowadays I've seen some, you know,
who would
as long as they show up. Yeah.
I'm asking, who would y'all prefer to show up? But we know there are women cops that show up, and there's some dually ones too. But would you rather take the most manly the most masculine female cop, or would you rather take the male cop?
I would probably, especially depending on the situation, I'd probably take the male cop. Yeah.
Yeah. And if we talk about it, if I'm in a situation where it's violent and split decisions have to be made, hell yeah, I want a man cop.
Yeah.
You know, so all this disregard for men and whatnot, and it's like, man, you don't even really see the world. Most of the things in the world that you have, a lot of it was built by the hands or the mind of a man.
Yeah. I can kind of understand where she's kind of coming from, Damo, because that was me. How old do you think that girl is? 20, 30? You think she's in her 20s and 30s?
Yeah, she's definitely in her 20s.
When you was like, well, who builds this and who does this? She's thinking, well, that's cool because I make money, right? So if I need a man to do something, I can pay him to do it.
But she don't need men. But that's the point.
I think she thinks she don't need a man in the household. I don't think she said she don't need professional men. I think he was asking, do you want a loving man in the household? That's what I thought I was getting out of it. And I felt the same way a long time about women and being in relationships, because I'm thinking, if I need a woman to braid my hair, I can pay her. If I need a woman to braid my daughter's hair, I can pay her. I can pay these outside women to do whatever I want because I make the money to do it. Why do I need a woman in the household or a main woman around until you actually get one? So I don't even know if she's actually had a boyfriend or a husband, because I believe if she does, she will see the difference between always having to pay some car and a loving man getting up saying, hey, you ain't got to worry about it. Tomorrow when I wake up, I'm free to go do it.
Right.
But I was like her. I'm not going to lie to you. I was like her in my late 20s, early 30s, especially coming out of a relationship with my kid's mama. I was like her. I don't need a woman. I was always no relationship, nothing. If I need any woman's services, I got the money and the insurance to pay for the nurses, the Uber, whatever. And that's why I can kind of understand where she's coming from.
Even if, let's say she was even speaking from the perspective of a dude in the house.
Right.
So you rather than have a boyfriend who's a mechanic, who would work on the car at no charge, you rather pay $3,000?
And that's what I just said. She probably don't know how that feels because of that attitude and that wall she's put up. Because I was doing the same thing. Hell, I can wash my own clothes. I can wash my own dishes. I can vacuum my own floor. I can do all. What do I need a woman for? Until I realized what I needed a woman for. So that I'm with you. For her, wouldn't it be nice whether it's a boyfriend, husband, fiance, be like, look, you ain't got to worry about that. I got you. I got you.
I understand her perspective. Yeah, I understand why she's like that, why she views it like that, right? I think the tragedy of it, because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So, you know, the reason her outlook is because of experiences, and then the first teacher was watching her mom or her whoever raised her.
That's what I was saying. And her second experience was outside. And then she probably went to school with a bunch of female teachers, right, who were struggling going through the same damn thing. So I don't know if she ever saw a good relationship or a good marriage. I don't know. But I just guarantee if she lets the wall down and God brings her the right person, man, that'll be a whole different interview. That would be a whole different interview.
Yeah, but you know, if you got that much anger in your heart, man.
That's right. It's hard when you got that much anger in your heart.
You won't even see the person that God delivered to. She won't even see it.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I can't knock her, because that was me. I probably lost a lot of good people because I had the wall up. I'm an introvert. Don't bother me. I ain't trying to hear that bull. Marriage, what y'all? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand where she's coming from, Damo. But like you're saying, until she lets the wall down, and yeah, you might get hurt a couple of times, but until you let it down and experience it, then don't knock it till you try it. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Man,
so many people
you can hear the anger in her. I think a lot of our women, man, got anger in them, man. I often ask myself, who have more anger issues, black men or black women, man? You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell nowadays. With that said, though, Here we go.
A woman was arrested after smashing items inside a Walmart. The incident began when a cashier told her that her credit card could not be used, but she insisted there was nothing wrong with the card. She said she had no unpaid bills and could not understand why the payment was declined. She then became furious, climbed onto the checkout counter, and started arguing with the male cashier. After that, she walked over to a self-checkout machine and punched the screen. But even after damaging the screen, she did not stop. She kicked the monitor, then turned around and knocked over a nearby shelf, causing products to scatter across the floor. After leaving the store in a mess, she walked out of Walmart while shouting and cursing. The male cashier had already called the police. Officers arrived and arrested her before she could leave the area. However, the woman claimed she was treated unfairly and said she had been discriminated against. In her view, there was clearly nothing wrong with her credit card, so she could not understand why it suddenly stopped working at that store. What do you think? Was this discrimination, or did she simply lose control over a payment issue?
So there we go.
First off, hell, if I'm in trouble, I'm finna call her because she throwing punches, haymakers, with no protection to a screen. And it didn't look like she cut a hand, broke her knuckles or nothing. That little small girl has that much cock strong power. I remember when we were little, you had that much power. Like, oh, dude, he need to get him some. She need to get her some. Because I thought she took something and beat that monitor. She was taking her bare fist and put a hole through the monitor.
And she was throwing all her might behind those punches.
She needs to go to the lady, the femininity coach, correct? Because that is masculinity. And the lady on the left, that's who she's talking about. That's who she's talking about. And four, it had nothing to do with Walmart. If your card gets declined, that's your banking and your institute, or your card is either the strip is gone, the card has expired, or the financial people have put a hold on it for some reason. You can't get mad at Walmart or the cashier and say discrimination because your bank declined or put a hold on your money. That had nothing to do with the money or the card. That girl was probably having a bad day before she got there. And again, that was the straw that broke the camel's back because she's heated and pissed. And even if you got discriminated on, they got the big 1-800 number to call corporate. You can call a manager, the GM. That had nothing to do with none of that, dude. That's like I said, life experiences. She seen her mama, her grandmama, her auntie. As soon as stuff went left, that's how they reacted. That's how they reacted. She didn't know how to just walk away, calm down, do nothing. That was the reaction. And that's sad because then you probably for pay $1,000 in fine. I don't know if she's doing a jail time, but she won't be able to go back into that Walmart or any Walmart probably. And your car still ain't working. Right, Faith. She was upset about something else. You're right. That put her over the edge. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because most people carry more than one car, so if that car declined, hell, I'll just pull out a different one.
Right.
I'm confused. Hold on, before you go, Damo, one more thing I want to add to it. But it also goes back to what you talk about on this show, right? Was that not a young, black, African-American women, right? And then they want to say, well, white people are racist or don't want to hang around black folks or black women. Look at what we're showing. We're showing young Miami, or we're showing an average Joe black woman who, I mean, white people's cars got declined that day, but when the black girl car gets declined, it's all hell to be paid. So that goes back to some of the narratives that me and you have been talking about in previous shows about why certain people don't like black behavior or black fatigue.
Yeah, it's accountability. I hate that, man. I gotta quit saying I hate to say it. Because it is what it is, but we got a lot of, in our community, we got a lot of us that we don't even like to be around each other. You really think about it. We don't like to be in the company of each other. There's a lot of our folks, I'll be like, man, I don't want nothing to do with them. They're moving in a different direction than where I'm trying to go. Yeah.
That's right.
And if you're not an accountable person, I don't want to hear what somebody else did, man. I want to hear about your part. That's where you messed up at and how you can change, you know what I'm saying? Because most of the people that come into our lives, we invite. Unless, man, relatives, friends of relatives that came before us. But outside of that, we invite people into our lives. You know, speaking of, this kind of goes into it, Sky. This goes right into, man, this dude brought this woman in his life, and this woman did him like this, and man, he got to be accountable.
Okay.
You think she could get on stage with Chris Brown? Take you down, huh? Take you down here. Here's the rest of your shit.
A woman was kicked out of her home by her husband after spending more than $20,000 to perform on stage with Chris Brown. A viral TikTok claims the man ended the relationship after seeing a video of his wife taking part in a VIP experience during a Chris Brown concert. In the clip, the woman appears to smile while Chris Brown performs closely behind her on stage. Her husband later posted a video showing him throwing her belongings outside and telling her to leave their home. The situation became even more controversial after online posts claimed the woman used more than $20,000 from the couple's shared savings account for the concert experience. Many people say that if your girlfriend goes to a Chris Brown concert, you might as well break up with her. And Chris Brown himself has said that if you have a partner, it's best not to go.
If your husband or your man brought you to this show, this is not for you, goddamn.
So the question is, would you forgive your wife if she did this?
I don't even know where to start. Can we start on the marriage part? If that's both of y'all home, you can't just throw her out. If her name is on the lease and on the loan, you can't just throw her out. You can't do that. Now, if she was your girlfriend living with you, maybe. But you can't do that. Don't throw her out and do what, divorce her, and she gonna take the home and you get put out. See, that's what I'm saying. Like he was saying, people don't think about those things, right? So you did something out of emotion without thinking that you think this is going to hurt your wife. You upset at your wife. She'd already spent $20,000. She already went to the show. She gonna come home. You gonna say, well, we're getting a divorce. She gonna go get a lawyer and probably take the house from you anyway. Then you will be out on the streets.
Now you understand what I was saying, Sky.
Yes, I don't have an issue with people going to these shows and doing all that stuff. If it was me personally, and that was mine, I would be like, did you have a good time? But if I find out you done spent $20,000, then yeah, we might have to go see a divorce lawyer. Because for me, whether she's doing it on stage, most of these women probably think about Chris Brown and Usher in their dreams. You can't stop women from looking at handsome men and thinking about other men and all this stuff. All she did was deal with outside of her body what she probably been thinking on the inside of her body. Now, is that a little disrespectful to this man that she's up there gyrating and doing this and doing that? Yeah, I get it. Some people can forgive because there was no physical penetration. And then some people are like, I don't want you to make me look stupid. But for me, it's all about the money. I'm mad because you gave these rich people, $20,000 of our savings. Oh, now I ain't gonna throw your stuff out. I'm gonna just have the divorce papers ready by the time you get home, Davo.
I'm gonna move different. I would have been like that in my 20s. Me now, I wouldn't have did none of that. If I'd have seen that footage, when she got home, I'd have been laid up with about 2 or 3 hush puppies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It would have been bra, under lingerie, everywhere. What's this? It's a Chris Brown concert. That's what my response. What's going on?
Gotcha.
I'm having my own version of the Chris Brown concert. And went on by my way. I'm not divorced or nothing. You know, because I've already got proof of you already. All you did was gave me a get out of jail free card. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put the shoe on the other foot. Because, you know, if you expect that I'm not going to feel some way about that, that's fine. Then I'm going to do something. Matter of fact, I'm cruel. I'll go and find a girl you don't like and get with her. I find a girl that you can't stand and get with her. You come over, we be taking selfies. You know what I'm saying? I take her out on a date. You know what I'm saying? I even Photoshop me sucking on her toes. All kind of stuff. You know? I'm going to make you pissed off. And then dare you to say something about it. Because soon as yeah, man, I had you know that? I wanted to do my own version of Chris Brown.
And I can see it that way too. I can see it that way. But you know, when we talk about marriage, and yes, Faye, you know, as a married woman, some women would never do that because they're not into it. But when we talk about marriage, sometimes we talk about for better or for worse, right? So what if that's the worst? So as a husband, if that's the worst, and I took a vow for her, then if I do the same thing, well, the old folks would say 2 wrongs don't make a right, right? So she did the worst at that moment. As the husband, that's why for better or for worse. So what do I do in that moment? And you would do what you saw her.
Hey, let me tell you. They say two wrongs don't make a right. Well, I'm heading left anyway. You know what I'm saying? She got me out left field to think she could go grind her big ass booty on another man's lap and then spend my hard-earned money. You know how much pounds of doo-doo I had to shovel up to get this money, and you gonna give it to this fool? Hell no! Hell no!
That's what gets me. Yes.
No.
That's what hurts my heart.
2 wrongs don't make a right. I went left. I'm going left.
You're right. That's what would hurt me the most is the money, because these guys blow 20 grand just walking down the street. We took 10 years to save up 20 grand, even if it's more. And you giving it to it'd be different if you gave it to Save the Panda or the rescue mission. I might be upset, but I understand it's going to something, you know. But 20,000 to these guys, they probably got 20 grand of jewelry that they're wearing. Their underwear probably costs $20,000. Do you understand me? That's the part that would kind of get me, Damo, more than just the gyrate.
If I'm eating bologna sandwiches and drinking Kool-Aid, bitch, you better not be spending no $20,000 of our money.
Come on.
You know, we eating our paper plates. You know what I'm saying? I believe in community service, but damn, man, I mean, that's out of pocket. I'm up here eating, you know, man, Save-A-Lot bologna. The S-bar, you remember the S-bar, thick bologna? You know, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It ain't even a goober. It ain't even a name brand. You know, it's the off-brand stuff that they make in the factory with nails and tires and everything else. And I'm eating that, and you spending our $20,000? Hell no. Man, I might turn into Ike.
I'm glad you said bologna, because you know what makes me, what I want right now is some cracker bologna. I ain't had some cracker bologna in God knows how long.
Sauce meat stuff.
I don't know if they still make it.
Piccolo and sauce meat stuff, and you spending our $20,000?
Man, come on. Yeah. I be eating cracker bologna and sauce and working 3 jobs, and you take 20 grand to go. And that was probably the VIP experience. Good Lord. Jesus Christ. And then when it's over, you don't get the 20 grand back. You go back to your normal life. Like, damn, dude.
Man, let her even spend $1,000. Because remember, we was talking about this. This ain't the first time we done talked about Chris Brown on one of them tours.
Right.
Females, man, they charge. I'm mad that I didn't come up with this at the time. I'll kick myself every day. Because, man, I think it's brilliant to charge the fans to take photos. You know how much money that is brilliant, right?
Yeah.
Man, $1,000 though, you ain't gonna be with me paying no $1,000 to be with no dude. I'm sorry, I don't give a damn if it's Jesus. They ain't paying no $1,000. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be with you.
No. I mean, even if I had the money.
Even 500, Sky. Would you want us, even if the chick was like, it's $100. Think about $100 is a lot of money nowadays.
Yeah.
That's a full tank of gas.
Ooh, ain't that the truth? Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite on either situation. I mean, if me and you both were worth $10 million and your wives wanted $100 to take a picture, you probably wouldn't think about it. But 20 grand, that's gonna show up. That's gonna hurt. I don't care if I do have $10 million. That's gonna show up on that statement. When I look at that damn statement and it says negative 20 grand, like, what the hell did you spend that on? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's what hurt me the most.
Any money.
But here's the thing,
you know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce or whoever, they the same. They all bleed. You know, use the bathroom, get dressed, get up, go through love, pain, and everything else, all the same. I'm not spending no money to take no picture with nobody. Nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be a hypocrite because, as you can see in the back, I have spent money to take pictures with wrestlers. It wasn't $100, but I have done
but
so.
that's, you know, well, let me retract that. I mean, to spend money is one thing.
Right.
But we talking about bill money?
Yeah.
We talking about electric money? You know, rent money?
Come on. I'm feeling that pain. You right about that. But then it goes back to when we be talking about relationship, right? His wife did this. That means she was your dating, y'all was courting, she became your fiance, and then she became wife. When in that time did you realize that it's a possibility? I know you can't read minds. It's a possibility that she might do something like that. When did you find out how big of a Chris Brown and Usher fan that she was? How many concerts has she gone to this or like that? It would just baffle my mind that he woke up one day and be shocked that his wife of how many years spent 20 grand on that. When was the red flag that you needed to make sure that money was safe somewhere so she wouldn't do it?
It's some wild stuff, dude. That's some wild. I'm just telling y'all, I would have reacted different. I ain't calling for no divorce. Nope, I just would have had my own Chris Brown concert. You know what I'm saying? And then would have told her if you was gonna pay $20,000, you could have gave that to me. Yeah, she sure was.
Then she sure
was.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly that.
Don't be complaining and mad. Yeah, don't be upset if she showed you who she was even before y'all got married. Now you upset that she didn't blew 20 grand? Because she might have blew 10, 1,000 the first time taking the picture, right? She probably was one of those back, 2-3 years ago that took the picture, 1,000, and then she probably blew up 2,000 on this, and then 3. So then she made it up to 20 grand because you got it. So now you want to be upset and throw your wife stuff out?
I'm like, Chris Brown and them supposed to pay you. You ain't. When do women? I'm like, damn. When do women start paying for men's company? I'm like, bitch, you missed the. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to work.
Yep.
You missed the assignment, man. You're supposed to get the money. You ain't supposed to be giving the money. What are we doing? Could you imagine you giving your hard-earned money? Mm-hmm. You working the share with a woman who is giving it away to another man?
That's the hard part.
Ooh-wee.
And not just any man, because if it's a man that's been her friend before we got together, or it's a male friend or it's a male friend of ours and he needs $100 to keep his lights on, that's fine. But anytime an entertainer that you can go on TMZ and look up how much they were, I don't mean they got it in their bank account, but I'm just saying how much they were. I'm thinking you're blowing away money. There's a difference between helping, saving, and just blowing money like it grows on trees. And that's what that young lady did. She just blew away 20 grand like it was nothing. It was nothing.
Man, she bold, he bold, she even more bold. I'm surprised she wasn't afraid for her life. Because usually stuff like that would cost you your life.
But what's the most disrespectful? The dancing, the money, or who filmed that? That's the crazy part. If I'm gonna take 20 grand and go grind up, let's just say on Jill Scott, I don't want nobody filming me doing that. That's stupid. Or
well, everybody got phones. Everybody got cameras. Okay.
So then as the husband, I'm not gonna record myself throwing her stuff out. I don't even want y'all to know that this affects me. This is gonna be a private matter. You won't even know. She won't even know. So sometimes I just be wondering why people are filming themselves doing certain things. That's all I wonder.
You wouldn't even know it affected me either. Not until you see me out at a strip club getting a lap dance. How about she spent her portion? Well, let me spend mine. I'll turn into the biggest trick that the city ever seen. They had to put a trick statue of me up.
Not a trick statue.
I'm telling you.
Well, you blow 20 grand in the club, they will
angry, I'm
put a
gonna
statue up
get
on
evil.
you. Right? You spend 20 grand at a club, they will build a statue for you.
Because I ain't gonna get angry, I'm gonna get even. Oh, now you understand how I feel? Got it? Got it. Okay.
Move on.
Because so she gonna do that, and then I'm gonna file for divorce and then reward her? Hell no, you're right. Hell no, I ain't doing none of that. I will not be calling a lawyer. All I need is the proof. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just gonna go out and just be a hoe. You know? The male gigolo.
But see, this is what these guys are talking about. That's the gamble you take, whether you married 1 year or 34 years. One day your wife can wake up and say, I'm going to blow 20 grand. Because you can't read people's mind. And I tell folks, the reason sleep is the cousin of death, because the person that went to sleep last night died. The person that wakes up today is a whole different person than the person that went to sleep last night. So for 40 years, your wife has been an upstanding citizen going to church. And at 41 years, she's now grinding up against Usher and Chris Brown spending 20 grand. That's why they talk about marriage is not good, because you can't control the outcome.
Man, you know what, Sky? We've learned this from women. You got to match the energy sometimes. But what do you mean by that, Dane? When kids fall out in stores, have you ever seen a parent that start falling out in store and then you see the kid's reaction? Have you ever been somewhere and the kid was acting up and then the parent start acting up and mimicking the kid, and then the kid's behavior change?
Maybe. Maybe. I can't say.
That's how I would be. That's how I would match I'll match you, do what you're doing. It's not a big deal to you. It ain't a big deal to me. Okay, this is what we doing now. Great. Fine. Okay. You know, because something's got to give. And you're right. We said all them vows, for better, for worse, richer or poor. That's why I'm not asking for no divorce. No, I'm just going to match the energy. I'm medieval. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, I'm HIV positive. Hey, you all fucked up in the head. Hey, you all jacked up.
No.
Cheating on you in your face? Oh, by the way, I got herpes. You might want to get yourself checked. I be lying. I be telling lies just to get in their head.
Right.
I got some shit that's super mixed. Gonda chlamydia. What's Gonda chlamydia? I be making up shit. You might want to go.
Gonorrhea.
I turn medieval. You hear me? I'm glad you gave Chris Brown that dance, because I'm HIV positive anyway, and I hope you gave him something. They hate me.
I wish part two and see how this is gonna turn out, Damo.
You know, I'm quite sure. Well, next week we're gonna be talking about the incident here, so we will be talking about it. We're gonna talk about the young lady here, because now she's going viral. This young chick from Nashville is going viral for turning down Usher.
Hold on, was these two at the same concert, or was that a different time?
No, this is different. This different.
Okay, so that was a different concert at a different city. And this one you about to show is Nashville. Okay.
Yeah, that's next week. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
This girl going viral. She's beautiful, but I'm like, she ain't like drop dead gorgeous beautiful. Like, I don't know. That's beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
So do you think the Nashville girl, do you think she paid, or she just randomly got picked out of the crowd?
She randomly got picked out. They told her she was going to get picked out. She thought she was probably going up with Chris Brown, ended up going up with Usher. Not really feeling Usher like that. And Usher can sense it. He put her off the stage. And that was the end. And then you know the Booger Wolves was like, "Ooh, girl, you crazy. Ooh, girl, this. Ooh, that. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. Oink, 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 oink." You know, the Booger Wolves was out full effect, attacking her as she probably was leaving the stadium. As she was leaving the Nissan. And depending on where she was parked, it was a long walk.
Man,
what she had to hear that crap.
But you know what, Damon? I didn't even know that. When did they come? Saturday?
Yeah, it was Saturday. This past Saturday.
I didn't know nothing about the concert. Did you hear me?
No, I didn't. And I was like, "Ooh, I'm glad I ain't got to work."
So all this you telling me is new. If you hadn't said that, I'd have never known that concert happened down there.
Yeah, it was new. I knew. Yeah, you know, anytime. And I'm like, man, Memphis down the way. And you know, they ain't doing no show in Memphis, which is very smart of them. Yeah, you know what I mean? I wouldn't even drive my tour bus through Memphis. I'm just telling you. You know what I'm saying? Lord, let's fly over Memphis. And then when we get over Memphis, we going to catch the bus the rest of the way. I'm telling you.
Man, speaking of Memphis, this is Chicago. Did you hear about what happened to Chicago a couple of days ago? Like them 9 people got killed in like 3 different neighborhoods.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay. And he said, I see why they call it Chirac, because Jesus, this happened all in the span of like 4 hours. Like
if it was my family member, I swear to God, if that was like one of my kids, that mayor wouldn't be safe. I don't care how much police detail he got around him. He wouldn't be safe because he rejected the National Guard.
Yeah. He said he wanted the money.
They offered him help and he rejected it. So his kids wouldn't be safe. And I know I ain't probably supposed to be saying, I swear it was mine. I mean, you a politician, you couldn't rest. And you did that?
Yeah, he didn't want the money.
Yeah, you did that. You just want the money for the program so you can get rich. You denied federal
and he don't even live in those neighborhoods no more. He might have grew up in those neighborhoods, but he don't live in those neighborhoods no more.
Yes.
So he don't know what goes on.
Yes, he got. Yeah, he do. That's why he got police detail.
But in the neighborhoods,
what's going on?
Oh yeah. But you know, it's different between, let's just say, a politician that's in that neighborhood, like an alderman, every day, versus like your governor that lives on the outskirts so far out that shit, you think you're in another state before you get to their house. So it's easy for him to sit there and say, no, we don't need the National Guard. That's what I meant by he didn't know what's going on. No, we don't need the National Guard. Just give us the money to affirm the programs. Well, if you're not in that every day or around it every day, because the people that are want the National Guards. But since you're not in it every day, it's okay to be like, whatever.
It's the same with Memphis.
Yeah,
you know, National Guard, they took the life of a dude a couple weeks ago. You know, I don't think they got enough National Guardsmen in Memphis. I think when your city is that violent, they need to do it like they do DC. You see how clean DC is? They clean DC all the way up. Parts that you couldn't access because of rampant drugs and users. And now people walking their dogs, people out laying blankets across the grass, having picnics. You know what I'm saying? I thought I seen Yogi and Boo Boo. You know? They out there and having the time of their life.
I mean, you should have that freedom in any city that you live. You should be able to at least enjoy some part of your life without worried about going to your mailbox and a bullet hitting you.
We need, to be real, because I know we got to get ready in this. We need the National Guard in Nashville.
Damn, just a direct
track. We do. Yes, we don't have enough policemen. So how did he keep on saying that? I don't understand why they keep talking about we don't need National Guard and we got a police shortage. We don't have enough police.
Yeah. A few years ago, Nashville was probably short 150 officers. I had a friend that was going down there, because I know.
Yeah.
100. This was maybe 10 years ago. They was 150 officers short. And it's like ain't no telling how many they short down because people might have
About
retired.
300, 300 to 400.
And that's crazy because they probably got about 6. Now I'm just saying, how many active policemen you think is out there now? 500-600 police officers in Nashville, and now they still 300 short. That's crazy.
But you know, who wants to be a cop after watching how police get treated? Who wants to be a cop when you see, man, how police get treated?
Faith, where's Noel Chris? Is that in Nashville or you talking about in Lebanon? I don't know if she's talking about Nashville or Lebanon. Well, go ahead, Damon. What you saying?
No, it's like, man, when you're on the outside looking in, who wants to be a cop? Why would a person want to be a cop?
Yeah.
The benefits aren't that great. The pay isn't that well. And you get mistreated. Everybody, even your own family, get to looking at you different. Oh, we can't do such and such around such and such. You show up to the family gathering, the treatment of you is totally different. Who want to put up with that? Who want to deal with that?
Yeah. I mean, any of them that's a service, in Nashville, okay. Any of them that's a service, they're not going to get rich. This is just something that they want to give back to their community. Firefighters, EMTs, cops, all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
but it used to be pride in that stuff. It used to be a pride to be a cop, something you could be proud of. Man, right. I don't think they feel like that right now.
And it could be overwhelming because there was a point in time in Nashville where you probably had enough police officers, maybe before I was born here, enough police officers to police this city. But now you got over 1.2 million people in Davidson County, and you probably don't have enough. They're probably stressed, working 12 hours a day. So you're right. My heart and thoughts go out to people who wants to do that job because it takes a certain somebody to want to deal with crazy people every day.
And I got to deal with them. I'm telling you, it is not pleasant. You go downtown dealing with them, man, I got stories for y'all. I could do a whole show of stories.
Are we talking about sober people or drunk people?
I'm talking about all of
it. oh yeah, I believe it happened in North Nashville. Oh man, the 12-year-old that was shot last week in North Crest while sitting in his home. Did the bullet just go through the house? What happened? Was he out on the porch? Because I didn't hear about that. But I believe it. I believe it. There's certain parts of North Nashville I wouldn't go in, and I'm from Nashville.
Yeah. I'm over this way. I tell you, down the street.
That's
Rosa Parks, 26th Avenue, all them. No. Buchanan, no. Whole different world over there.
Because when I was growing up, they had a place called Fountain Square. I don't know if you was in Nashville at the time. This was like in the 90s. It was good. They had a theater. You could just have fun out there in that area, right? Now, shit, no. So y'all don't know that area. Y'all need to stay away from North Nashville, Dodge City, all those places like that. Yeah. Oh, it went through the house, or maybe they were shooting at somebody else and one of the bullets went through the house. Good Lord. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yep, that's what I thought. 2 people shooting at each other and a stray bullet went through the apartment. Damn, dude.
That's unfortunate.
Hey, you said
and that's
shot.
right by the police station.
Did he survive or no? And so I remember in Edge Hill, I wasn't in the project at the time, but I didn't live too far from it. They got to shooting them the way they would shoot each other. Now remember that they on the ground. The way that bullet ricocheted, it went to the top floor through the window, hit the little girl in the head while I don't know, was she the one braiding the girl's head? Or was the girl? No, I think it might have been the little girl whose head was getting braided. Now imagine that. Me and you, we're on the ground shooting. And one of our bullets went, because you know how the projects can be stacked. So they're upstairs, not downstairs. They're upstairs, and the bullet went up there and hit the little girl in the head while she was getting her hair braided.
Wow.
Oh, yes, he was. Damn, he died being shot in the leg? Jesus. So, yeah, bullets have no eyes, no nothing. Nothing.
Nope.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all, first of all, I just want to tell everybody thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah,
Man,
absolutely.
it was a long week. When we don't do the show, man, it really has an effect on my week. So I was so ecstatic to get this back and running. Knock on wood that we continue to have good fortune. I got some other stuff that I got in the works. I can't wait to share with y'all. But before I do, I want to get it done first. I hate talking about ideas without having them.
Oh, he lived. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Damon. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying I hate talking about ideas that I can't show you, but I am working on some things. But other than that, it's been good this week, other than the heat. You know, I don't like this heat. You know. Ooh.
When you're on this planet, you go through two extremes, heat and cold. Somewhere down the line is going to be extreme cold, and somewhere down the line is going to be extreme heat. That's what we've learned living on this earth.
200 Alex. I take the cold for 200 Alex. You hear me? Sure.
Yeah.
But hey, Sky, what do you got going on next weekend? Do you got anything that you guys have going on Saturday or?
Yeah, this Saturday, August 1st, IWF Sparta, Tennessee. Come up there, see me, see Psychomedic, see Classic Man, see Goth Knight, see Shannon Heat Hayes, see all these Paradox, see all these great wrestlers. Come up there, bring the family, enjoy. We're going to put on a good show and give shouts out to everybody who's Jeff, Faith, and I want to say it was right, but my damn thing is so terrible. My touchscreen. Rod, Jeff, and Faith, thank y'all for commenting and interacting, and everybody's on Instagram.
Yeah, and
YouTube.
I want to.
Are you on Bigo? You still on Bigo, then?
Yeah, I'm on Bigo. So I want to thank everybody watching from Bigo, Twitch, my YouTube page, and Facebook.
Yeah. Thank y'all. We really enjoy because we missed the last 2 Tuesdays or the last 3 Tuesdays? The last 2 Tuesdays?
I think it was last Tuesday. The Tuesday before that we had a show, and then we missed 2 Tuesdays before that. So we've only done 2 of the last 5. So hopefully we get back on track.
Oh yeah, we will. We will. Tuesdays is the best day of the week.
Yeah, I can't. It's hard for me to function. It feels like my week is messed up when we don't do this. So.
Well, good. I'm glad this is your therapy. You ain't out here cutting your penis off and setting your house on fire.
Put gasoline on it and stuff. I wonder if he had some bread and cheese with it. What was he trying to make?
Yeah.
Polish?
I don't know, but
damn.
You sitting in jail with no penis whatsoever. That's weird. That would be the weirdest thing.
That's diabolical. You just sitting there with balls.
They're gonna have to put a catheter somewhere in there to drain his bladder. That's weird, man. That's weird. But okay.
Oh my God. That's diabolical. I can't even think about it. That's diabolical.
That's the world we live in, my friend.
Well, I got more crazy stuff for y'all next week. Make sure y'all tune in.
Anyway.
It's been quite the year.
Yep. And next time we see y'all, it'll be August. So enjoy your last week of July.
And school will be getting ready to start. Oh my God.
That fast. It just seemed like it was May 22nd when they got out. And here we go.
Yep.
Man. Mm-hmm. Well, shouts out to all the seniors this year, no matter what school you in this country. Enjoy your senior year. Enjoy your youth, because once you graduate, man, time flies. So enjoy
my
your
last
senior
one
year.
is going into her senior year.
Congratulations, my friend.
Yes. I'm going to be celebrating all year long. You hear me? All year long. Especially
all year long. That's what's up.
I'm gonna be celebrating more. I'm gonna be tootsie rolling it right out of wherever your graduation is.
All right, they need to give you a diploma too, then, huh? Your husband want to give you one.
Hell yeah. I might get my own cat. Let's throw it up.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, thank y'all for being with us, man.
Thank you.
If you woke up on this half of the dirt, you know, man, claim victory over the day. Because there's a lot of people who did not wake up, and there's a lot of people who would not be going to sleep. You know what I mean? Or at least temporarily. So just remember, the only thing guaranteed in life is death. Man, the things that you can't handle, put in God's hands. The things that you can, deal with. You know what I'm saying? And keep your life moving. We love y'all, man. Hope to hear from y'all or see y'all next week. And we will be back next Tuesday. Same time, same place. We out. Peace.